Welcome everybody to another edition of the Hurry Up. I'm your host, Don Juan Sports. Adam, let's get right to it. Let's recap. Friday, no hitter for Johan Santana. Great game. No hitter for Johan Santana. It was fantastic to see the Mets do it. Now, if you're a Met fan, be happy. If you were a Met fan and you were at the game, you're going to remember that for all time. If you weren't a Met fan and you weren't watching the game, you're going to remember where you were or what was going on at the time when you either missed the game or watched it on TV. You remember that's one of those things that doesn't come that often. And for the Mets, it didn't come in over 8,000 games. So congratulations to Johan Santana. I did hear some people putting an asterisk by it. Oh, it's not really a no hitter because there was one hit in the game by Carlos Beltran. Well, that guy on the Detroit Lions got a bad call. In his game, these things happen when you leave. Human error happens when you leave the officiating to the refs. They all make mistakes. That's what is the element of human error. Now, will it bring in replay to the MLB? We'll see. I don't know. Maybe it will. They do it for home runs, so maybe they'll do it for for regular hits. But they do it in the NBA. They do put points on the board or take points off the board for 3-point line. They check it during certain innings. So you're going to have to figure out how it's going to work in baseball. But I do believe it's going to happen in baseball. But that doesn't take away from Johan Santana's perfect game. No hitter. It still should be a no hitter. It will always be a no hitter. Asterisk. There needs to be no asterisk. No hitter. Enjoy the moment. This guy is an ace, coming off shoulder surgery. This is good for the Mets. Speaking of which, this team is having a great year. They're putting up good numbers. They're having fun. That's all you can ask for as a Met fan. You went in with low expectations, and right now they're exceeding your low expectations. So just stay with them. Stay on that bandwagon. Good things will come to those who wait. The Met fans, you guys are in store for hopefully some arousing baseball and some good fun baseball. So look out for the Mets, and hopefully they'll do some work as well. The Yankees did well. Phil Hughes on the mound. He did well. He's stepping up, which is good because the Yankees, as well as the Mets, their pitching can be suspect, and it will cost them games down the stretch. We'll see how this helps the Yankees, which also brings to head the Subway Series, which should be fun by both teams. Since both teams are doing well, it should be a fun series this weekend. Look for that to happen. Now let's get into the NBA. The NBA, this is where you need to talk about. This is what you need to talk about. All you Miami lovers, all you Miami haters, all you people that say Miami was going to walk all over the Celtics. Well, guess what? You got yourself a series, and I hate to tell you this, but you're playing a team that is not scared of you. The Pacers can talk a big game, but they can't walk the walk. The Celtics has been there. They got rings. They got rings with the 4 guys that are playing the best right now. They are figuring you guys out, and that is scary for a Miami fan. Now bring back Chris Bosh. I am all for them bringing back Chris Bosh, but if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm leaning into my big guys. The big guys who don't get that much playing time. Make sure we bang him. Make sure we get into Chris Bosh. Make sure we hit him. Hey man, whether or not he's 100%, that's irrelevant. If you're coming out on that court, that means you're 100%. That means everyone's going to go at you 100%. Do I think it's dirty? I do not believe it's dirty. You take that risk when you walk out on the floor and you after an injury. If you're not 100%, don't play. If you're not 100%, not effective, don't play. If you're 90%, guess what? People are going to work you. We'll see how his conditioning is. We'll see how everything fits in. Everyone's like, oh, he's going to come back. This is basketball we're talking about. You're running up and down the floor. You're doing a lot of stretching. You're doing a lot of extending. We'll see what happens. But I'm telling you, if you're the Boston Celtics, go hard on him. Make sure he has come back. Maybe knock him out psychologically with the injury. See if he's truly 100% on the floor and if he's going to be effective. Because if he's an effective decoy, then the Miami Heat can win the series. If he's not an effective decoy or not effective at all by any stretch, Miami Heat are in the same position that they were in before. Now, do you believe Miami? I don't know if Miami's going to win the series. I picked the Celtics just because I don't think that the Miami Heat as a team are good. And as you can see right now, as a team, they are not good. And from whoever comes out of the West, it's going to be the East no matter what. But it's going to be, if Miami comes out and they face San Antonio or OKC, it's going to be rough sledding. Rough sledding for that Eastern Conference. Speaking of which, headed over to the Western Conference. Boy, those Oklahoma City Thunder really made the San Antonio Spurs look old, didn't they? Everyone was counting out the OKC Thunder. Oh, they can't do it. Oh, they won 2 games at home. Game 5 is really the turning point game right here. We'll see. We will see if this is the game that pushes them over the top. Because if they win this game, I think they're destined for the NBA title. Actually, I think anybody out of the West is destined for the NBA title. But whoever wins this game will be it. And its pressure is all on San Antonio because you know that OKC can play with those boys. They lost the first game by 3. They were very close in the second game, and they blew them out the first game in Game 3 at home in OKC, and they played them in a dogfight in Game 4. So I expect the same to happen tonight. But with that being said, I expect OKC to pull it out. Just because I think they have momentum now, you need this. It's the only way you can eliminate them right now is to win this game. If you don't eliminate them, you're gonna obviously I'm gonna pick OKC to win Game 6, but then it's a toss-up for Game 7. But you don't want it to come down to Game 7. You want it to be in your building. You win this game now. You go back home. Fear is in the eyes of San Antonio. They're going to be playing desperation just to get that home game. That'll be all yours for the taking. I look for OKC to advance. This has been your edition of the Hurry Up. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back soon, folks.